So a lot of you probably already know this, but if you don't, basically today Nintendo announced that the next Direct will be held tomorrow, March 8th, 2018, and this was completely without warning. And when this was announced, this stirred up a lot of discussions with the gaming community. A lot of people were saying that Nintendo's going to show off Pikmin 4 and Smash 5, and some people were being more reasonable and they were talking about some maybe indie titles and ports. But today, I'm going to talk about the things that I expect to see. Now, you have to take everything I'm about to say with a grain of salt, because I do not work at Nintendo. I'm not the owner of Nintendo. I just blanked out on his name. I'm not Tatsumi Kimishima. I don't know what's going to be shown off at the Direct. This is all just predictions. I'm sure a lot of you already know that, but I have to make this clear because I know there's going to be that one person in the comments who's going to be telling me, hey, you have no idea, they might show off Mario Kart 8 Tour for the Switch. Even though I'm 100% sure that's not what's happening, but yeah, you're going to have those people. And also, before I share these predictions, I would appreciate it if you shared your thoughts on this in the comments, mainly talking about your predictions, what you think's going to be shown off. Because my goal today is to start a discussion of what's going to be shown off at Nintendo's Direct tomorrow. So let's start off with the first thing that I think is going to be shown off, and that is Mario Kart Tour. If you don't know what this game is, basically this is Mario Kart on mobile phones. This is the next Nintendo IP to come to the phone. So why do I think this is going to be shown off? Well, I mean, it's kind of obvious. I mean, it was just recently announced, and Nintendo's going to want to cause some buzz around it. I mean, especially after games like Super Mario Run, they really want to push their mobile games, especially because, like, Nintendo mobile games haven't been doing as well as a lot of people thought they would, such as Nintendo themselves, like with Super Mario Run. I know I keep bringing that up, but it's a perfect example. So obviously Nintendo wants to get more hype around this game, because the more hype, the better, and Nintendo's definitely going to want to make a profit off of this. I don't think they're going to show off too much. I'm expecting more of like a monthly release date, and maybe some exclusive characters is going to be on mobile. I have no idea. Like I said, these are all predictions, but I am still expecting Mario Kart Tour to be showed off tomorrow. It just makes sense. Personally, I'm not too hyped for Mario Kart Tour, mainly because I've got Mario Kart 8 Deluxe if I ever want to play Mario Kart on the go on my Switch. But hey, I know that there's going to be people who really want to play Mario Kart on their phones. Alright, so next on the list is actually Project Octopath Traveler. I'm sure you know about this game. This is the game that was shown off in the Nintendo presentation last year. And basically what it is, it's from Square Enix, and it's like this RPG game, but it has this really like interesting 2.5D kind of style. I'll have a trailer for it playing right now in the video. And I think that it looks really good, and a demo came out for it, and it looked really fun. But a price, a release date, and an official name has not been announced. And that's what I think Nintendo's going to show off tomorrow. This game is actually really popular, believe it or not. A lot of people thought that the whole style of this 2.5D kind of perspective is really interesting, and I agree with that. I definitely want to play this. However, my only worry is that if Nintendo does not show off this game, then I feel like it's going to set a tone for the rest of the Direct, because this is something that I'm looking forward to, and if Nintendo doesn't show it, I'm not going to be mad. I'll just be, like a lot of people would say, disappointed. Disappointed. Again, not mad. I'm sure that Nintendo's going to show off some great stuff tomorrow, but still. Alright, so let's just keep going. What else do I think is going to be shown off? Chibirobo. I'm telling you, there is probably going to be a Chibirobo presentation. Why? Because if you don't know, Nintendo made a little mysterious tweet that just a few months ago, and it was just a picture of Chibirobo. So I have a very good feeling that that's going to be shown off. If they don't show it off, then I'm going to be expecting this, like I said in my E3 video switched up. They'll probably show it off at E3 2018. I have a feeling it's going to be a Switch port. I know in Nintendo's tweet where they announced this Direct, they said that they're going to show off Nintendo 3DS games too, but I'm almost positive that it's going to be a Switch port. Or not even a port, just a completely new game. If it is a port, then I would just be hoping that's a GameCube game, because those are some of the best Chibi-Robo games. But I think a new game is probably more likely. Next on the list is indie titles. Now, I have a very good feeling that we're going to see some interesting stuff. I'm hoping to see some games like Celeste and Rhyme. I think those are games that are underrated. I know that the Switch port of Rhyme was pretty dull, and to their credit, the developers' credit, they did like tune it up a bit, but when it came out, it was just a garbage port. I'm sorry, but I have to be honest. I did not like the Rhyme port when it came out. But even so, I have a very good feeling that we're going to see games sort of like that at this next Direct. What I'm mainly hoping for is just stuff to surprise me. I'm hoping Nintendo's going to show me some things that I thought I would never like, but I'm really interested in. An example of that is Celeste. I know I keep talking about this game, but that's a game that I thought I wouldn't really like, but then once I just saw more trailers of it on the Nintendo Switch, I really love the style of it, and I really want to play it. I'm also hoping for more third-party titles. Now, by third-party, I mean, like, big studio title, like Ubisoft, Bethesda, games like that. However, I have my doubts for this because I feel like if we're going to see stuff like Uber third-party games like Fallout and all that, it's probably going to be saved for E3, but still, I would love to see some of that at this next Direct. And finally is actually just Nintendo exclusives I thought I'd never want. Now, like my indie dev point, I have a feeling that Nintendo's probably going to show us some stuff that I thought I'd never want. At least that's what I could hope for. But when I see them, I'm going to really want. However, I have my doubts for this as well, mainly because Nintendo's done this in the past with the Switch, especially last year, and I wasn't really that impressed. Now, I'm going to admit something that's probably going to make all of my Switch subscribers unsubscribe. I do not hate ARMS, but I just am not, it's just not my cup of tea. I don't think ARMS, like I said, I don't think it's a bad game, but when ARMS was shown off, I was skeptical, and then once I saw gameplay of it and I tried it on the Switch, it was interesting, but I couldn't, like, get myself to pay the $80, like 80 Canadian dollars to buy it. Now, that's not saying that I think it's bad, because, listen, I really do think that whatever Nintendo brings, as long as it's a good game and people like it, then it's probably going to be a good game on the Switch, if you get what I mean. I'm not talking about a game like Star Fox Zero, I'm talking about, in this case, ARMS. But with games like ARMS and 1-2 Switch, I just wasn't really interested in them. So I'm hoping that Nintendo's going to kind of look away from that and give me at least one thing that I'm going to like, but I have a feeling that Nintendo is going to show us basically just some stuff that's already been in development, pre-existing IPs, that kind of stuff. I'm not expecting a whole new IP. Again, to all my Nintendo viewers, I don't hate ARMS, I think that it's a good game. It's just not something I can see myself playing, and that's why I didn't buy it. And that's really all I can think of for the next Direct. I have no idea what's going to be shown off, like I said. I hope Nintendo is going to show us some games that we never would have wanted, but once we see them, we're going to absolutely love. But one can dream. Anyways, I hope you guys did enjoy this video. If you did, then I would appreciate it if you shared this video on social media, but that's always up to you. I'll have my social medias linked in the description, and see you.